This week's episode brought to you by gratitude. I am very thankful that we have been doing this for 10 years, and I hope that we do it for many more. Shout out to Jesse. Sir, we hope you're doing better, and we wish you a speedy recovery. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Neil Blakemore. With me, as always, is Mr. Luis Cruz. Luis, how we doing? It's our week 12 of our About That Action fantasy week. So, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling well. It's week 12 for the league, and this is actually the 13th week that we're doing this podcast. So I guess the first thing we have to talk about is our league mate Jesse Vidal and the fact that he was in a car accident. So we wish him a speedy recovery, and he's doing well from what we know. So hopefully he'll soon listen to this and know that we love him very much and that we hope he's feeling better.
Exactly. I feel the same way. And just to let everyone know, Jesse and I are in another group chat for another fantasy thing we do with our poker league. And I let them know as well his updates and even the information Cruz sent today. So they were the same, wishing all the prayers and hope for a speedy recovery. But it's good that he's walking. The blood clot's gone. So I think that's good news.
Yeah, and to me, I think the most encouraging thing when I talked to his dad was the fact that he said he talked to them, because that shows that he was conscious and he had the faculty of his brain working, which is when you get concussions and stuff like that, that's also very dangerous. Which kind of I was thinking about Jesse at this point. Jesse is, I guess, the only fantasy manager who can know what it feels like to be a football player. He has some broken ribs and concussions. Like, I cannot claim that. I don't think you can claim that, and I don't think anybody else can.
I mean, I don't want to claim that, but yeah, so, Jesse, that's one in the box for Jesse.
Yeah, it reminded me of Mac in Always Sunny. He can, from now on, just be consider himself a badass.
yeah, exactly. Well, we'll try to move on and do the show. So we'll start with what we normally do. Cruz is going to hit us with last week's scores.
So let's do that. Of course, that means that we'll have to look up my wonderful team's name again, because I made that bet with Neil, as you guys know. So for another week, Trump's Top Ho, aka Poop Loser, lost to Mata Italia 111-98.
So good.
Then you have Team Hialeah Mafia 116 versus Canadian Tiger with 102. Then you have Brady's Bunch with 115 versus Team Casa with 102. Then you have the Funsies, who's on fire at the moment, with 157 versus 149. That's a big game right there. Then you have Tar Nation beating the Commissioner 133-60. And then you have Above Average Ditkas with 137 versus Team Hialeah Mafia with 105.
Cruz, let me stop you just real quick. Everybody's scores, you always say the point, but for mine, you just said 60. So it's 60.9. You can continue now.
Yeah, I guess 60.9. So it's not even the good 69. It's like 60.9. So now here's the standings, which is amazing. I mean, I would have loved to be in this thing right here, but I'm still very glad that our league has the standing, which is the following teams all have 7 wins and 4 losses: Metropolis Sharks, Team Haitian Killer, the Funsies, Tar Nation, the Brewery, and Team Hialeah Mafia. 6 teams, 6 of them with 7 and 4. They're all fighting for a playoff, I guess, position. They're all in the playoffs at the moment, but they're fighting. And the people who are still in the run are the Brady's Bunch with 6 wins and 5 losses. Then you have Mata Italia with 5 wins and 6 losses. And then the people who are out of the playoffs are Team Casa with 4 wins and 7 losses, Above Average Ditkas with 3 wins and 8 losses. The same for Trump's Top Ho, aka Poop Loser, 3 wins and 8 losses, and then Canadian Tiger with 3 wins and 8 losses. So that is it for standings. Let's look at the rankings. Even though this is always weird, the Funsies, the top team at the moment. This is for the rest of the season. Then Brady's Bunch, number 2, above average Ditcast, which is still there, even though he's out of the playoffs. The Metropolis Sharks, Mata Italia, Teen Haitian Killer, Tar Nation, Team Hialeah Mafia, Trump Stump Ho, aka Publisher, and then the Brewery, and then Canadian Tiger, and then Team Castle. So technically, if you were to go by this, the final should be between the Funsies and Brady's Bunch, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. I don't disagree with my team being in the 10th spot these days. I am really hurting on the running backs. Aaron Jones is injured. Even if he comes back, I think he's going to be split in time with Dylan. Damian Harris is in a split situation, and Alex Collins is just terrible. I'm at this point, I'm hoping Kareem Hunt will come back, who's the second running back in the Cleveland offense. So I'm struggling. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a tough road for me. And what I will say with those 7 wins everybody has, remember, guys, it is also points for the winner will get in if it comes to a tie at the end of the year. That being said, I'm a little worried that I didn't play. Lamar Jackson didn't play. I think that's going to hurt me. That could be 25, 30 points extra for me, which would have put me up to the, maybe even the 3rd or 4th spot. Now I'm down to the 6th just because of that. So points for are big. So make sure you guys still play your best lineup.
Yeah. So and just continuing to talk about playoffs. So right now, I mean, you have Tar Nation in there and Teen Hialeah Mafia. The only 2 teams currently right now in the playoffs that have not won it, have not won the whole thing. And again, we still have 3 weeks, including this week, so things could change. Like I said, Brady's Bunch and Mata Italia, they're sure are trying to get in there. But right now, I mean, the strongest teams are probably the Funsies and the Sharks. I mean, we saw the good numbers that they put up this weekend. The only thing about the Fancies is she relies heavily on her stack of quarterback and running back. So as long as they're playing well, I think she's going to be doing well. But it relies heavily on that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The Sharks and Funsies are there. I think Tar Nation with that big move with Fournette, even though Fournette did not have a great game last week, he still has some of the top wide receivers. He's got Swift has been amazing this year. And if Russell Wilson can be Russell Wilson again one day, he's scary. That's a scary team. I don't think you have to worry much about my team at the moment. Also, Monica and Jesse's team also are in the running. I think they got some solid teams too. So everybody at the top, it's going to be tough. It's going to be close.
Yeah, and speaking of Jess's team, I guess this is kind of like a league announcement, and we'll write it on the chat as well. We'll probably because we don't know what Jesse's situation is. I don't know if he has his cell phone. I don't know if he's going to be able to connect with a external world for this weekend. Again, we hear that he's doing well, but that's still, I'm sure he has to recover and all that. So, and I don't know what happened to his cell phone. I mean, he was in a car crash, so I'm sure it's a whole thing. So we'll take over his team to make sure that he plays a tight end and he plays his better running back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the commissioner would get a free win, and we don't want that.
Hey, even with a bad running back and his tight end out, he could probably still beat me. So yeah. I'm thinking tight end, go Tim Tebow, maybe. The better running back is definitely Kamara. He's showing 0 points right now, but I like him.
Yeah. We'll see about that. The good thing is the commissioner long ago gave me commissioner rights as well, so this is not a complete dictatorship of Neil Blakemore here.
Today's the day I regret that. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But so let's talk a little bit about this week, which is Thanksgiving. So I want to take the time to first just say what I'm thankful for, and I'm gonna about I guess like fantasy related, and then just in life in general. So fantasy related, I want to say that I'm thankful for the podcast. Actually, I cannot say my team because we all know how that's going, and I want to say that I'm thankful for the commissioner to join me every week and do this. I think it has been fun, and hopefully we'll continue to do it for a very long time, and maybe some of those seasons I'll win. And then in life, I'm just grateful for many things, my friends and my family, and especially today, I'm also thankful just that our friend Jesse, it's okay, because I was worried when I heard what happened to him, so I'm glad that he's doing better.
Yeah, well, thanks, Cruz. I will say, yeah, fantasy wise, the podcast has been great. Really enjoyed it, even though I wake up early in the morning to do it. It's fine on my end. I'll be thankful. Fantasy wise, right? My 2 championships. It should be a lot more, but I'll hang my hat with the 2. Try to get that 3rd one this year. Also being competitive. People have stayed in the league a long time. I think we have a great group that works on the chat a little bit, and it seems like a good group of friends. And I wish we could meet in person more than we did in the past. It'll be tough for me, obviously, but once COVID's gone, maybe we can all meet up, or you guys can meet up out there. Otherwise, yeah, thankful my friends, my family. My daughter Hannah has been doing great here in Korea. Her Korean skills are amazing, and she's actually getting a lot better in English as well. So she's progressing quite nicely. So I'm very
How's
thankful for that.
how's her cat?
The cat is great. She
Yeah.
also speaks cat. She
Yeah,
speaks English, Korean, and
for those who don't know, Hannah loves pretending to be a cat, so that's her thing. So I love Hannah as
yes,
well. So
yeah. So she's great with the cat. So, and also for Jesse. I mean, when I heard the news last night, I was about to go to bed and saw it and shocked. So I texted all the people in our other chat. So I'm thankful he's happy as well. So we don't celebrate the Thanksgiving obviously here in Korea, but some foreign friends of mine that are from America as well. We're gonna do something on Saturday, like a turkey and stuffing and all that good stuff. So we'll celebrate in our own right, but on a little bit different day. So that'll be fun.
so okay, so the other thing about Thanksgiving week is that we have a prize week, and that is
I have to win one time.
yeah. So the prize goes to the team with the highest scoring single player. So if you have a beast, if somebody goes wild this weekend, if they score a whole bunch of points and you have him, he's playing for your team, you'll win $20. To recap a little bit of this whole thing, we have had 4 winners so far. The first one was Danny,
Mm.
which I believe was underdog week. So look at how that has changed, And then we had Steve, and then Q. And I don't, maybe I'm misremembering here to what. Okay, let me take a look here. So Rivals Week, it's what Danny won actually. So Rivals Week, and then Steve won the Underdog Week, and
He stayed there. Yeah.
yeah, and then Halloween Week, and then Q won the Do Not Give Up Week. So Q is actually still in the running for playoffs. So
Well done. Yeah.
but
So also for this week, like Cruz said, it's the best individual score. That could be bench or a guy in your team, because I think Q had a huge game from his bench player last week that might have won most points if it wasn't for Jonathan Taylor. But yeah, so that could be bench or starters, anybody on your team. Okay.
and I think that's it. I have to say, man, this episode is super serious. There's
Yeah,
not
it
like
was a little bit different. Yeah.
we're not very funny anyways.
Well, we're not
But
funny, yeah, on any of the episodes, and I mean, I think we are, but I'm sure nobody else does.
um, we should just start saying that. Remember that time in Seinfeld, and then
Yeah.
remember that time in It's Always
Well,
Sunny.
that might work. I think Andy Dickett would tune in if we talk Seinfeld.
No, no,
But
but
fantasy football,
we can't talk about it. We'll just say, remember that time.
okay. Well, he'll understand. I mean, he clearly doesn't understand fantasy football, so he might understand some Seinfeld references and enjoy.
To be honest with you, I hope Rob wins because it's looking really bad for you. Like all your friends in the league, like your closest friends, they are not very good, man. Like I'm
Well,
one of your
how's that
closest
look?
friends. And
How's that look bad for me? I mean, I'm good. What do
you're
I care?
friends. You're friends with these people. You chose to be friends with them. You know.
Well, chose me.
Well,
Well, before we leave, let's go sit. Let's go back. Since we mentioned Rob, you guys all know that I sent Rob that Tyler Hansbrough cameo, which I thought Tyler Hansbrough did an amazing job. Rob was pretty shocked about it. He
he
chatted me
he betrayed
earlier about
you. He betrayed you at the very end. He switched.
he did, and I texted him. He gave me half my money back, so that was nice. But no, seriously, I'm glad he did. I could have got somebody Rob hates, but Rob's a huge Tyler Hansbrough fan, so it was pretty funny. I don't know if it was a curse, but Rob put a licking on me, 130 to 60. He even overcame his 60-point deficit in the points for because Lamar Jackson's out. My 60 points is pretty pathetic, and I'm pretty worried about it. However, I will say we're going to take care of Jesse's team this week. Last week, everybody knew that Lamar Jackson was out. Everybody knows I'm sleeping. Nobody gave me a call to tell me, hey, let's put in somebody else. So thanks a lot, league. I see where we're at. Okay. Cruz, I don't remember the call from you either. No text, nothing.
Well, the thing is, at this point, fantasy football is no longer like my priority. Like I don't want to say I gave up, but I did play Mike Jones and
Who's
bet
Mike
you
Jones?
exactly. I don't even know his name. The quarterback from New England.
Oh, Mac Jones. Yeah, he played Mac Jones. That was a great bet.
The white guy, the white guy that New
No.
England likes.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I did a side bet with you, because I have to have something at this point.
Yeah, you got to tickle it a little bit.
Yeah, but
No.
so
right,
we'll see, man. That's I think that's all for this week.
Good luck to everybody this week. And like Cruz said, we'll put a chat in, and you guys can actually help us pick Jesse's team if he's not able to by Sunday. So it seems pretty easy what we would do. It's just a tight end and maybe the running back switch. So
yeah, the running back up for Darrell Henderson, I think, and his tight end.
Yeah.
I think that's all we would do. But
yeah, he's got all those on his bench unless we maybe get a new one for him. But
unless we do a little bit of trading for him, get a little bit of thing going.
I mean, Kamara is injured. I mean, why keep him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
See ya.
Well, I'm guessing no one's going to have a bench player be the higher scoring player in the entire league, right? But hey, Gina.
Just first of all, look at the size of the spoon I got for this little bowl. So I don't know what's going on there.